afternoon, my friends in Greece. I have a funny hat. And you know what that means? It means I've been out today. Because, it's a very hot day and very sunny day. I want to protect my top of my head from, actually burning me to a crisp. I probably caught the sun somewhere, but you probably can't tell. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I've been to a carboot, and that means stuffs. I'm doing the hand thing again. Don't worry about it. It's kind of got a trademark at this point. A worrying one. Anyway. Gate. Somewhere over there now. We have stuffs. The weirder things out of the way. So there's... This just came with something else that I bought. I'll show you that in a minute. Performance bands to help... you can do a variety of stretches with them. That's just really decent for exercise stuff. I got basically a miniature home gym kind of thing. Just a few pieces because I want to lose a bit of weight. Also, it's summer, and I actually want to, build muscle and stuff. I mean, look at this. This is there's nothing here! There's nothing here! And it's getting a little annoying because I can barely lift things. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get some gym stuff. And I went to carboot, spent £2. I got those points to lift things. These 1 kilogram weights, just very basic weights. Yep, basic weights. Easy to handhold. And there should also be yeah. Just a pair of sports gloves designed for weightlifting and stuff, core cardio, whatnot. Again, I would have paid £2 just for the weights, but the guy, the seller, just threw in a bunch of other things. It's like, sure, why not? I'll take them. They're useful. I have a little flushy boy. Look at him. He's a good lad. Oh, actually, you can kind of move the goggles up. But it's Mutley from the Daphne and the Mutley thing with the cat and the pigeon. He's a good lad. I'm probably gonna give him to my dad, and my dad keeps calling me Mutley, so it's probably one of those cool car plushies you can put in a classic car just on the dashboard so we can have a sit and have a drive. I don't know. I thought it was quite funny. He was £1. He's a good lad. Probably worth a bit more than £1, honestly, even though it's got a bit of a raggedy on his back tag. Probably just remove that, honestly. How old is this thing? Let's say. Well, it's got a 1999 trademark, so that probably says quite a bit. Yeah, there's just Mutley. He's a good lad. He does it. Got some more Hot Wheels cards. Pretty cool. This is probably the third box now I've got of these. These are from the Accelerator series, so pretty cool to have them. It wasn't an extra card, but there is a bunch of cards. You have Engine Elixir, Baseline. I've probably got most of these at this point, but it's nice to have more to build more decks and actually try and make a game out of this. Air Refresher. I thought it was Air Freshener. Gear Crush, Robin's Racing. Accelercharger, Teleport. Accelercharger is always cool to get. Asphalt Anchor, Choke Valves. I'm not actually sure about the deck with building rules for Accelerchargers and stuff. Ooh, we have RD7, which they've still never made as an actual fucking car. I mean, bike. Hot Wheels does bikes! I mean, I get it might be difficult because the wheels... Well, actually, no, the wheels seem to be connected, no, they do seem to be physically connected to the vehicle in a weird way, but still a possible way, right? It's like, Hot Wheels did do bikes in 2004. Why didn't they do RD07? Magnesium, which is another bike. Nightlife, which is another bike. Do they have the... They don't have the other bike. Oh, there they do. The Jaw Jammer. So that's all the bikes. RD9. I was hoping some of the art cards, honestly. Windshark. That guy. Yep. I've probably showed off most of these before. But, it's a cool card game, honestly. I think I did a review on it once. Shift. That might be Slalom. Spy Eye. Gosh. It's a little awkward to, many of these. Emergency Brake. Isomask. Another one. The plants is fine to me. Just meaty driver filling. Gorilla. Hey, look, it's Harambe. He's back. Battle spec. Under the hood. I don't think there's anything new here that I'm actually missing. I probably have got one of every card at this point. I might have had Burnout though. Error package. Slip grip. That might be a new one as well for me. Avalanche. Another Sphinxy boy. Teleport again. Balance box. Common one. Listen, they're not even arranged by like rarity either, so it's not like you could tell if a particular card is rare. Nephew. Another error package. A vulture, and might not have had the mutant vulture maybe. We have the Swamp Realm, which appeared in the movie. Well, movies, air quotes, Drifting Pass, Minotaur. It's weird how there's a Maze Minotaur and there is a Maze Realm. Actually, there might have been, but I don't think it was. It might actually be an Excel charge I don't have. Anyway. Another Excel charger, maybe that's one I don't have as well. Blackhead Fury, I definitely know I've got one of those. Ah, the Slam Ram. I actually had the Slam Ram at one point, actual physical model. I say model, the toy. Second Wind O2 tank. I'm not sure I had that one before, you know. It might be a mod I don't actually have. Hyper Jump, I never got that. Ice Realm, I think it was in one of the bonus Realm shorts. Spire Slalom, I never had that. Junk Realm, I know I've got one of those. Mega Charger, I might not have had that one either. Under the Hood, the Simulator Run. That's the Monument Realm. Another Vulture Boy. Another Upside Downy Boy. Windy Shark. 3. It's cool to get the cars particularly, right? And some of the things like the Slam Ram. So then you could actually build themed team decks rather than just, you know, just a deck. I could actually build a deck which is designed around a particular one of the 4 teams. So having particularly more of the Racing Drone stuff, make a Racing Drone deck. And then just do like almost like a game night style game. That was that. The next thing, speaking of accelerations, I actually picked up the High Voltage, which I think is possibly an alternate color version. I'm not sure, because I think the normal one, I forget what color the normal one is. I think it's black normally with the different decals. It's in my collection somewhere, but the orange version, this is actually the accelerated one. I paid £1 for this. I paid £1 for that as well, which is still really good considering like how expensive it is to get the cards now, let alone the box that comes in. That I think is probably quite expensive one, because that is the alternate colored version. But either which way, it's an accelerated one that I don't have already, which is really good and nice. Interesting thing on this one actually is the spokes on this appear to be like clear plastic, so they're ever so slightly opaque, whereas normally they're like silvery. So I'm really curious about this one. This is also, apart from like a little bit on the spoke, on the middle of the spokes and the axles. The condition of this is great, honestly, as well. But it's just really cool to get one of those. I almost picked up a reverb as well, but it wasn't the normal reverb, it was just a green sort of reprint of it. But I decided against it. I'm not gonna get many more of the reprint colors of them, because there's so many, and that's just very little point, honestly. Unless like going really cheap, you know, 20 fucking pence or something. Next up, we have just access this. Get them. So we have a third-party version of Mr. Incredible. Since I think he's normally a big figure or something, or
There's normally a big fig, I think, but also I think this particular version of something. I can't actually remember, but like either which way, it's just that Mr. Incredible at the decent normal minifig scale. He's going to go in my city somewhere, just as a cameo or reference to something, and maybe even try and build his car or something, and try and build like a normal version of him, just with to do the whole "yeah, I got time" meme. And he's that. But the other one I got from the same store, again these were a quid each, was the Brickbeard himself. I'm not sure if he's supposed to have a thing coming off his pirate hat, but it's Brickbeard, everyone, from the famous game Lego Racers. He's a very iconic Lego person. There were also a couple of the Pirates and Knights characters there, but I didn't get them because, well, they won't really go well in my city, but Brickbeard can kind of have a pass. A, because you could just have him as a weird mascot. You could even probably use him as a sign or something, just a mascot for some weird bar or something by the coast. But also just because, like, he's a classic Lego minifig reference, and much like Mr. Incredible, he could just be a dumb cameo somewhere in the city. Another thing I picked up was, these were £1 each as well. We have, actually no, these were 50p actually. We have a dinosaur, Lego dinosaurs, typically quite expensive, baby dinosaur. And Chris Pratt, can't remember his character's name in this, actually, Chris Pratt? I forget. Either which way, one of the Jurassic Park characters, but he could go somewhere. I don't know. I may have to change up Mr. Incredible's head as well to yellow him up to be proper in line with Lego minifig rules and whatnot. I also picked up this, just because Mogus. I have another one somewhere, but yeah, I think he was like 30 odd p or something. And I like this Witch Doctor SCP-49. Is it 49? Something like that. Looking fucking Among Us character. It's just so derpy. It's just so fucking weird. Oh yeah, he's a top hat. He doesn't stand up very well. But, sure. You could just rest there, my friend. Another thing I picked up, which was somewhat of a mistake, is some fake Pokemon stuff. So we have a Reuniclus. I think I had a Reuniclus already, but in hindsight, but this one's actually small enough to use in a D&D scale thing. These are obviously like really cheap Chinese things. They're a little expensive, like £3 for £1, but to get specific things rather than going to buy like £1 for like 20 and not know what you get, I'd rather get like stuff that I know I will get. Like I said, these are very spurious quality. There's Wobbuffet, who is very useful in D&D stuff because, haha, funny counter move. Oh no, you attacked me. Now you will take many damage. Very tiny Metagross, very small Metagross, who ironically could technically be used as a platform, sure. Ducklet, just because he could go quack, but also just Pokemon doesn't really do Gen 5 stuff all that much, honestly. Ducklet is duck, and duck go quack, and goose like duck. And there's Dragonair because mid-stage often get very less representation. I think that's probably about the right scale for a D&D minifig, maybe slightly too small. And then I have a Piplup just because this one honestly looks like its shiny form, and that is actually adorable, and I love Piplup because he's a penguin, he's my son. He is a good penguin. Also, pen topper? Question mark? Let's find a pen. No, is the answer. But it's penguin, I might hole in its bum, but, you know, it's penguin. He is a good penguin. He's a penguin. What else was there? Yes. Last but not least. Yeah. Last but not least, again, something I possibly overpaid a little bit for, is this Creo Transformers figure. So again, Creo is like another competitor for Lego, but I don't really consider this a fake Lego thing because it's more its own thing. It's just a competitor. So, to the point where it's like, it's not Lego because it was in a fucking Argus catalog, like. And I think this is Creo is like owned by Hasbro, so obviously they have the license Transformers. It's just funny to see minifigure scale Transformers, and it's probably cheaper to spend £1 on the one figure than it is to buy the set just for the figure, And in a city with lots of mechs, it would be pretty remiss of me not to have at least one Transformer in there. I don't know which one this is because I'm not a Transformers aficionado, but I do know people that are, and I will ask them. Interesting to note though is the helmet is like a separate piece, which is pretty cool. The head's interesting molding, like they've got chins, which is kind of weird but kind of cool. The arms actually have like sideways articulation, as do the legs, so you can. Interesting, curious. So you could totally. Oh my god! Hold up. Sorry, but that is adorable. Him doing a sit. Him doing a sit. How far could you? Wow. Monka. He's. And here you are, 3 feet off the ground, and have done a perfect split. I just want to monk his cookies. Anyway, wasn't a huge amount of stuff this time around, but to consider that I got the weights, which I was kind of after anyway, and a few other interesting things, and the high voltage was like the main thing. And I dropped it. Pretty happy goose, honestly. So, thank you for watching. I will be back sometime soon with more stuffs. If you want to help me have more stuffs, sounds selfish. If you want me to review more things and support the channel and support the Lego Japanese City, which doesn't have a fucking name yet, help me with it in the comments with names, please. There is going to potentially be an Amazon wishlist link in the description below. If you would like to help support the channel, please and thank you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my warm summer's day without burning to death. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goose is off. Bye!